Welcome to this moment, to our breath, to this community, to the sounds in our environment, to life as it is in this moment. So connect with your breath and feel what is going on with you now. Welcome yourself now to this moment, which is different from any other moment you've ever had in your life. And today we're exploring happiness and freedom and how they live in us now, how they feel in our body. Or maybe even notice the similarities between the two, happiness and freedom. Find freedom in your body. Adjust yourself in a position that you're maybe a little bit more comfortable than you were before. Find freedom in your body, your sense of aliveness. And ask yourself how freedom lives in you now. Where's that sense in your body of freedom? Breathe in a sense of openness, a sense of choice, a sense of the power of being in this moment and being aware that you value freedom. And ask yourself, what is it that keeps me from being free? What is it that stops me from thinking that I might be free? And subsequently, what is it that gets in the way of my happiness? And one thing that might be true for you, it's definitely true for me, is what I've explored before. Being free from making other people happy and free from what other people think of us, trying to change our actions so that people will think one way or another about us. I'm smiling because I had the experience of people not. I'm reading this email actually this morning, and wow, they don't see me the way I see me, and there's kind of a sadness in that initially. It's like, oh, they don't get me. They don't. enjoy me the way as much as I enjoy myself, the way that I inhabit my body and in this moment. And the freedom that I felt in, and it's not my responsibility. It's just mine to live consistent with my values, my integrity, um, and to acknowledge impact with people, for sure, and to enjoy myself, to be settled in myself, to love myself, and not have it up to other people. There was such a freedom in reading that email of like, wow, I think 10 years ago I would have had trouble with that, maybe even 5 years ago, maybe even yesterday, right? It just, that sense of freedom from the bondage of whatever we do. That's just one example of something that gives me tremendous relief when I can let other people have their own experience of me, let them do what they need to do, and let go of trying to change them or how they feel about me. There's such a joy, there's such a happiness in that. It just makes me want to do a little dance, and they ask some questions that I may respond to and I may not. And just definitely not now. Some other things that I have to do that are more important. So, whatever it is in you that keeps you from being free, that keeps you from being happy, consider reframing that, consider different choices, right? A lot of freedom has to do with our choices. Choices on how to think about things, how to hold things, how to frame things. And when we see our loved ones with behaviors that are truly keeping them in prison, truly making them maybe a glimpse of happiness, but not a deep a happiness that includes for me being in the present moment, being with what is, being able to accept what is. Breathe into that blessing for our beloveds, how we want them to be happy and free. And we have no control except for what we do for ourselves. We can listen to them with presence when they want an ear, and oftentimes they don't. Oftentimes they're concerned that we want to give them advice or fix them. Understandably, I have done that in the past. So as we offer freedom and happiness to our beloveds, consider it for people neutral in our world we don't know so well. Consider it, giving that as a blessing to people that we struggle with more, people that are not easy for us to be with. And that may come and go. That being able to offer them freedom and happiness. You don't have to do it all the time. And as we extend that out to all beings in the world, we hold it in our own bodies first, that sense of freedom that comes with openness, that freedom that comes with being able to accept this moment as it is right now, knowing what we can change, and accepting what we can't. And of course, that wisdom comes one breath at a time. So as I send you all off on silent meditation for 15 minutes, I want to give you the blessing of may you truly be happy and free. And you don't have access to that, figure out what is it that's, explore without maybe even any answers. What is it that keeps you from experiencing happiness and freedom? Thank you.